pin money is an idiomatic expression that refers to a small amount of personal spending money, typically used for minor or discretionary expenses. It often implies funds that are not essential for basic needs, but are instead reserved for personal enjoyment, small purchases, or incidental costs. The phrase conveys a sense of modesty, suggesting that the amount is relatively limited and used for non-essential purposes. The origin of pin money dates back to earlier centuries, particularly in Europe, when women were sometimes given a small allowance by their husbands for personal use. This money was intended to cover minor household or personal items, such as pins, ribbons, or other small necessities. At the time, pins were considered relatively expensive and essential for clothing, which is why they became symbolic of these small, personal expenses. Over time, the meaning of the phrase broadened beyond its original context. It no longer refers specifically to women, or to household items like pins. Instead, it is used more generally to describe any small amount of extra money set aside for personal use. This evolution reflects changes in social and economic roles, as well as shifts in how individuals manage their finances. In modern usage, pin money can apply to anyone who has a small budget for discretionary spending. For example, a person might refer to earnings from a side job or hobby as pin money if it is not relied upon for essential expenses. Similarly, someone might set aside a portion of their income as pin money for leisure activities, treats, or small indulgences. The expression also carries a subtle connotation about financial independence and personal control. Even though the amount may be small, having pin money allows individuals to make choices without needing approval or justification. This aspect can be especially meaningful, as it provides a sense of autonomy and personal freedom in financial decision-making. Despite its modest implications, the concept of pin money highlights the importance of balancing necessity and enjoyment. While major financial planning focuses on essential expenses and savings, small amounts allocated for personal use can contribute to overall well-being. These funds allow individuals to enjoy simple pleasures and maintain a sense of reward in their daily lives. In conclusion, pin money refers to a small, discretionary amount of money used for personal expenses and minor indulgences. Originating from historical practices, it has evolved into a broader concept that emphasizes both modest spending and personal autonomy, illustrating how even limited resources can play a meaningful role in everyday life.